My name is Femi Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of Sourcing Business. Sourcing Business is an online platform where freelancers and employers of labor are able to connect in order to exchange value. The platform gives freelancers opportunity to be able to create their gigs, showcasing what they can offer to organizations, the solutions they can provide, and especially services they can offer, virtually. Startups are actually looking for skilled professionals like these who are able to help them deliver their job, cheaper, who are able to help them deliver their job faster, and who are able to help them deliver their job with better quality. And these are the capabilities that you found in Freelancers. And so Sourcing Business provide a platform where such people are able to offer their gigs so that startups and small business owners around the world can be able to access them to be able to buy their services. On Sourcing Business, we'll
Morning and welcome to Upskilling 5 Million African Freelancers in 5 Years. It is great to be back here again. It's another beautiful Wednesday morning right here, and we are about to kickstart today. Our theme for today is gig setup for freelancers. Yeah, gig setup ideas for freelancers. And we've got someone who is going to be talking to us about gig setup. So, wherever it is that you're joining us from, thank you so much for joining and for watching. Please share the link. The link is shareable somewhere on the screen here. So you can share the link with people in your circle, people on your contact list, so that they know exactly what's going on. So if you're a freelancer, you know someone who's a freelancer and who is trying to set up their gig, then this is the meeting you should be at. This is what you should be watching right now, because what we'll be talking about today right now is how to set up your gig, the things that should be featured on your gig, the things that are unimportant, necessary on your profile. All right, and we've got someone who's an expert and who'll be doing justice to that. My name is Oge Mark, and yes, this is Upskilling 5 Million African Freelancers in 5 Years. And it is great. All right, so we are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, we're also live streaming on YouTube as well. So you can join us wherever it is that you are watching us from. Okay, so yeah, in a short time, we will be inviting our guests to come join us and talk to us about. Hi, Bill Zubike. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's great to have you here. All right, so it's going to be a very interesting one. Yes, of course, you know what Source in Business is all about. Source in Business is a freelance platform where freelancers can get to feature, advertise, and work so that they can have access to employers and people who want, or people who are interested in their gigs. Okay, that is what Source in Business is about. Okay, it showcases individuals who have skills to market, to sell, whatever your skill is, whether you are a content creator or content writer, a digital marketer, whatever it is that you do, whatever skill that you have, and you want people to have access, you want people to know that you do such a thing or have such a skill, then you should be on sourcing.business. That's the way, and it's absolutely free, of course. But if you think you need some more brushing up, or you need someone to teach you a few more things for free, I might add, then you also need to get in that source in dot business. We have tutors and mentors and people who will take you by the hand and teach you what it is, or reteach you, or upskill you, whatever it is that you are, hoping to have. Alao Habib says, I missed training for the past weeks. My phone got lost. How can I get back on track? Okay, allow Habib two ways. One, it's either you can re-register for the third stream, which is coming up soon, register for the third stream, or you can go on to our YouTube channel where you have access to um, the materials that you might have missed. I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons of each. Now, if you register for a new stream, you have access to the tutors. You get to ask questions. Okay, you get to ask questions. You get to have real live questions answered by your tutor, as if you re-register, and also yeah. But if you go on YouTube, you get to learn at your own pace. Okay, you can particular course or one particular module, and you learn at your own pace. But then again, so yeah, but you still would have access to the same opportunities that others are having access to. I hope I answered your question, allow people, and I also hope that this question that I have responded to has given you the right has enabled you to make would maybe me to make the right decision. Okay, Joseph Ayamide says, "Hello, I'm happy to be here. I look forward to learning a lot." All right, thank you so much, Joseph. Festus, thank you so much. Esther, all right, welcome. All right, so we're gonna go on to our guest today. Hi, Joseph. Um, hi, hello, good morning. Chukwuka, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Okay, how are you?
Hello, can you hear me? I'm good. I'm
Okay, I can
good. So
hear
it's
you.
great to have you
Good
here.
morning. How are you doing?
Great. I'm great. I'm great. Okay. So okay, let's go straight to introducing yourself first. Let our audience know who you are, let them meet you, let them get to know exactly what you do, everything about you. Or at least the very
Yeah,
basics.
the basics. I'm Day Chikuka. I'm a Nigerian freelancer, and I've been at it for quite a while now, going to 10 years. And I
Oh
create
wow.
content online. I'm basically a writer. I write all sorts of content. I'm a generalist, actually. So I've been able to create a
Okay.
sustainable stream of income, writing for clients over and beyond and within. All right. So that is
Okay.
me in a nutshell.
Okay. So you said you've been at this for 10 years. So I imagine prior to the time internet became a sensation, why prior to the time freelancing became the in thing, or why before everyone decided to get on freelance. So I want you to tell us exactly how it was back then, before we have all of these platforms that has made freelancing pretty much easier for a lot of people. How was it back then? How did you start? What did you do? What were the challenges you faced back then?
Well, basically, you're right. It's all started before freelancing became a sensation, especially in Africa. You know, it was just something I stumbled across, and I felt, oh, this is something I can do. I can write for people, and actually, maybe they can pay me. And truth be told, it didn't actually start out as writing. It started out as
Okay.
proofreading. Yeah, but quite before
Okay.
things like Upwork, Fiverr came to really solidify their stay in places like Africa, it wasn't that rampant. Freelancing wasn't rampant, so it was more of a something you do. Okay, it was more of a side hustle. I don't know if you understand. It was just there. No one felt this is something that can give you a sustainable stream of income as people do today. A lot of people venture into it wanting to just go into it full time. Back then it was just okay, this is something by the side I can use to earn here and there. And it was quite challenging. Payment methods were difficult. Getting the right platforms to offer your services were hard. As a matter of fact, I don't think Upwork was called Upwork then. I think it was Old Desk. It was Old Desk. It wasn't Upwork. And there was Fiverr and there was people per hour and as well freelancer. So over the years, recently in recent times, they've kind of developed and become better, offering more services in Africa with more Africans, Nigerians joining in, right? So it's been bumpy, but it's been all right.
Hmm. That's interesting. You also mentioned that you are a content writer. Now, is that all that you do? I mean, just being a content writer, is that all, or there are more to? There is more to what exactly as a freelancer.
Basically everything around content writing. That's what I do. Everything around content. I write copies. I write scripts. Art copies. I have some published ones across the nation. Some of them show on Nigerian Idol and all that. Then I proofread. I do proofreading too and transcription. So you can see that it's
Okay,
all revolving around writing. Okay. Then I
writing.
I tutor. I teach people to write as well. So basically, I guess you're right. It all
Okay.
falls
Oh
within
wow,
that
that's great.
writing circle.
Okay, that's great. All right, now let's go into our thing for today. Now, what is a gig? First of all, this is perhaps for of someone who is just joining us, or someone who is new to freelancing and does not understand the term of freelance use. What exactly is a gig? In a very simple
Okay.
term, what exactly is a gig?
Um. Okay. To simplify, a gig can be seen as a product, a service, something you offer. You understand? They'll give it as an example. If you sell tomatoes in the market, that tomato is your gig. That's what you sell. You understand? This is what you are offering someone to
Okay.
come to you to purchase. So when I tell you what's your gig like, I'm asking you what's your product like, what's your service like. You understand? So basically, gigs are just products. They are services that you as a freelancer offer to the general public in a nutshell.
That's great. So that means for a freelancer, then, the gig would be the skill that you're offering to
Yeah,
whoever is willing to have their service. Great.
precisely.
Let's quickly
Yeah.
take some more questions. Allow Habib says that, sorry, Miss Allow Habib. You talked about registration. I have registered for long, but didn't get any feedback or reply from sourcing. Okay. And then the reason I gave that advice, Allow Habib, is because you said you registered, but you didn't go through with the course because you had problems with your phone. That's why I said, you know, you should re register. But if you have registered before and you didn't get any feedback, maybe not on email or something, then it means that so what I would advise you to do is to send a personal message to Sourcing Business, send them a DM either on LinkedIn or on Facebook. Just send a message and they'll respond. The team will respond to you. Biola Zubiki says how to register for training. Now, Biola, just go on to sourcein.business. That's exactly the website, sourcein.business, and then you get to register. The second stream is running off right now, but you can also be on the waiting list for the um, third stream. Okay, you can be on the wait list for the third stream, so you can register for whatever learning pathway that you want. And okay, so yeah, you can register for whatever pathway that you want. And also, it's possible, allow Abib, it's also possible that you missed the message, the SMS message or the email that was sent to you. Yeah, there's a very big possibility you missed it. So, but either way, just go ahead, send the message, and then it'll be sorted out. Okay. All right, Shuka, let's go back to our conversation.
All right. Sorry, I didn't catch get that to me. Okay, I can't hear you. I can't seem to hear you. Hello, okay. I can't hear you.
I think she's on mute.
Okay, okay, I think so because I can't hear her. Okay, okay, I think you're on mute or something.
Her system is on mute. I think she needs to unmute herself.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think you're on mute.
I want to believe probably she's having problem with the network.
Okay,
Okay,
I think.
I guess she's having issue with the system. Okay, I think we just have to continue from there. So, I mean, it's good
Okay.
to have you. Chikuka, how are you?
Thank you, Chief. I'm doing great, Mr. Femi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm with you.
Okay, all right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
All right, good. All right. So, I think you have been able to really speak well um, I mean, to the definition of, um, yeah, of gig. So let's look at it. So, how do you, I mean, how do you describe your niche in detail? I think you are into writing, right? You said that, and
Yeah,
you are, I
yes.
mean,
Yeah.
you write about different things, different topic. But I would really want, because when it comes to freelancing, niche is very very important. Because now
Yes.
that you said, oh, you write different type of stuffs. Somebody might want to write something on engineering, something on physics, something on medicine, something on software and the rest of it, or maybe something on mathematics, or something
Yes.
on, you know, uh,
Yeah.
different aspects. It's so wild. So, how would you describe how have you been able to manage your niche? What's your niche? I want to know
Uh,
your niche.
Um, basically, I like to see myself as a generalist, right? A generalist is
Your voice
someone
is
who kind
breaking.
of.
Is it from my end or from your end?
Okay, can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better?
Oh no, your voice is breaking.
Still break
Yeah, still breaking. So what's going on?
from your end.
Is it from my end?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, please. Okay, allow
I think
Abib. I'm
so.
going to respond to you. Okay, I'm going to
Um.
attend to you.
Okay.
You can go ahead. I can hear you now.
Okay. So basically, I see myself as a generalist. All right. A generalist is that person that does everything. Okay. It's not. I'm not niched down per se. Niching means you are picking a particular aspect, a particular category of writing. Since we are discussing
Yes.
writing, for instance, you can be a fashion writer, okay, a crypto writer, a health writer. That's niching down. For me, I choose to be a generalist because it gives me the freedom to assess all areas. Okay, but it comes with a major challenge is research. You have to be
Yes.
really good at researching to be a generalist because you whatever topic or subject you want to deal with, you have to really make sure you get ground basics and advanced forms of it before you go from there. So ultimately, I consider myself a generalist. Are you there? Hello, Mr. Femi. What's happening? Mr. Femi? Okay, I think they're having some serious network issues. I think
Yeah. Wow. So sorry. So, Chikuka, are you there?
Okay, welcome
Okay,
back.
welcome back.
So sorry, guys. So sorry. Okay, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you, please.
Okay. Okay, so let's get back to our
Okay, so let's
conversation.
get back to our
I do
conversation.
apologize for the
I do apologize for
hiccups and the technologies going
hiccups
on.
and what is going on.
I mean, would you like to talk to us about
would you like to talk
fee
to us
and payment?
about
What is the best
fee and
way
payment? What is the best
freelancers
way
can set their fee?
freelancers can
What are they
set
supposed to
their
charge?
fee?
Do they know
What are they
exactly
supposed
what
to
to
charge?
charge?
Do you know exactly what to charge?
Especially us here in Africa, Nigeria.
Especially us here in
Nigeria,
Nigeria. What do you think?
where a lot of people contact
Because,
Nigerian freelancers and
where
would not want
a lot
to
of people
pay
contact Nigerian
the right
freelancers
price.
and would not want to pay
I
the
mean,
right
if
price.
a job or if a particular service
I
would
mean, if a
cost
job or if a
$35
particular
per
service
hour, they will
costs
pay Asians and pay
$35
other people
per hour,
$5 per hour.
they will pay
But
Asians and pay
when
other
they want
people
to,
$5
contract the
per
same
hour.
service
But when they
for
want to,
Nigerians,
contract the
Africans,
same
the judge
service
would pay.
for
Who doesn't want to pay
Nigerians or
$10 per hour?
Africans, the judge
So
would pay.
how would you
Who doesn't want to pay
say
$10
that
per hour?
freelancers should
How would
set
you
their
say
price
that
and make sure that the
freelancers
pricing
should set their
that they
price
set is what they are being paid?
and the price that is set?
I don't know. There's
Hello,
nothing
okay,
else.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, okay, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Your mic was echoing.
Okay.
So
Your mic was echoing.
Yours
Okay,
too is
so-
also echoing.
Oh, really?
Yours too is also echoing. Oh, really?
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, better now.
Yes, better now.
Okay. So if I get you correctly,
if I get you correctly,
you wanted to know.
You wanted to know.
Okay. Let me see.
Let me see.
Something is wrong. Okay.
Innocent Basi, good morning to you.
Good morning
Thank
to you.
you
Thank you
for joining.
for joining.
Abib.
Abib.
Oh, okay. Abib, we're trying to fix the problem
We're
right
trying to
now.
fix
I'm
the
showing
problem
another
right now. I'm
2
showing
minutes
another.
ago. I'm sure you can hear us now.
I'm sure you can hear us now.
Okay. So you asked about pricing, right?
Pricing, right?
Yeah.
How Africans can set their price and the right prices for tasks.
set their price
Well,
and the right prices for
basically,
tasks.
I believe the best way to go about
I
pricing
believe the
is
best way to
to
go
know
about
the value
pricing
you're offering.
is to
Okay.
know the value
Now,
you're
normally
offering.
there is something
Okay.
called standard
Now,
in the
normally
market, in the
there is
freelance
something called
market.
standard
So,
in the market, in the
for
freelance market.
instance, for content writers, there
For
is this
instance, for content
500
writers,
words
there is
goes
this
for
500
$10,
words
$20
goes
for
$10,
starters.
$20
You understand?
for
Now,
starters.
it all
You
depends
understand?
on the
Now,
platform
it
you
all
find
depends
yourself
on
and the
the platform
situation
you
you
find
find
yourself
yourself.
and the
What do
situation
I
you
mean?
find
You
yourself.
can be an expert
What do
writer
I mean?
You can be an expert when you are new in a platform,
when you are new
okay,
in a platform,
your rates won't be as high as you want because you're trying to rake in clients first. You're trying to get in writers.
You're trying to get in writers.
All right. Do you understand?
All right.
So ultimately, when you've escaped that hook of working as a new writer, you can now move on and upgrade your pricing as you want. You understand? So for standard content writers understand that there is a standard price for every article written, for every copy they are going to write. There's an unwritten rule. Now, for you to set yourself, for you to charge the fee you're supposed to charge, you should know that, okay, I am so and so person, I'm off to charge you this amount. Two things happen when you decide to fix a particular price that is considerably high. For instance, if you are writing a $500 for $100, most persons are not going to willingly pay you that amount if you are new on the platform. Okay. Secondly, if you are virtually unknown in the online world, they will find it hard to pay you that amount. And what do I mean by online world? Maybe a place like LinkedIn, if you not have out a niche for yourself as an authority in that subject, they will find it hard to pay you that fee. Okay? So that is where my building up comes from. That is where you actually have to work on yourself as a new person on a new platform. For instance, on sourcing, you find out that you are new. There are people that are already in sourcing business who are already making waves, who are already selling. Okay. Now, these people can go ahead and up their price to the real standard, to where they want it to be. Now, if I should jump sourcing business today, I'm not saying it's wrong to fix a high price or whatever. I'm only saying for you to get the number of clients you want as a starter, as a new person on that platform, it will be okay to trickle down a bit on your price. Do you understand?
But the question basically, Africans are always on the cross. So how can Africans set their what are the things they can put into consideration to set a price? Taking away from the fact that they're actually new, they haven't created authority for themselves in the industry. So taking all that away, what can they? What are they supposed to put into consideration?
I've come to a stage where I don't see Africans as different from the rest of the world when it comes to freelancing. Why do I have this view? Well, what we are sharing online is knowledge. Scale. Okay. Now trust me. If you can get someone else, let's say someone from London, to write an article, a good article, quality article, an article that rates 90 out of 100. You can also get an African, someone in Nigeria, someone based in Port. That's it. And give you 9,500. They understand. So, like I said, using the standard of pricing, it doesn't actually matter if you're an African or not. I know of the stereotype. I've been there. I've passed through clients who are unwilling to pay me. They are willing to pay me and they don't have what it takes to do what they want. Okay, but like I said, this is this is knowledge sharing. You are offering a service. So if you can buy this particular product for $10, in Carolina, you can still buy
Carolina,
that same
you can
product for
still buy that
$10
same
in
product for
Nigeria.
$10 in Nigeria.
Okay, because at the end of
Okay,
the day,
because at
what
the end of
matters
the
is the
day,
quality
what
you are
matters
getting.
is the quality you are getting.
You understand? Is
Do
the
you understand?
quality.
Is
So
the quality.
Africans, for them
So
to be able to
Africans, for them to be
stick
able to
to high
stick
pricing
to
if
high
they see
pricing
it
if
fit,
they
it all
see it
boils
fit,
down to
it all boils
upskilling.
down to
And that's why
upskilling.
things like
And that's why things
platforms
like
like sourcing business is
platforms like
fantastic.
sourcing
It
business
helps
is
you
fantastic.
upskill, it
It
helps
helps you
you
upskill. It
get
helps you get
ground basis of what you're
ground
supposed to
basis of
do.
what you're
It helps
supposed
you
to do.
ground
It
yourself
helps you
to know that
ground
okay, this
yourself to know
is
that
what
okay,
I
this
should do, this
is
is
what
what I
I
should
should
know
do.
in
This is what
this
I should know
particular
in
field.
this particular
Okay,
field.
so
Okay,
for
so
pricing,
for pricing,
African pricing,
African
I don't
pricing, I don't
think stereotyping should be a
think
thing anymore.
stereotyping should be a thing
Okay,
anymore.
I know a lot of
Okay, I know
African
a lot of
freelancers
African freelancers
earn more than
pay
the
more than
supposedly
the supposedly
foreign freelancers.
foreign freelancers.
Well, that's great. Thank you so
Well,
much
that's
for
great.
that
Thank you so much for that
response.
response.
All right.
All right. So
All right.
the
So
next thing I would like
the
to
next
know. So how do if a person wants to set up their gig, their skill, their entire profile, their bio, in order to start attracting um, employers, attracting people who were interested in their skill. Now, two categories. What are the things that are necessary for them to show, and what are the things that are unnecessary for them to show?
Okay, creating a gig, it's very important to be clear and concise when it comes to creating gigs because you don't expect your buyer, when I say buyer I mean your clients, to come to your gig, your product, and find unnecessary things. Now you asked
What are these
unnecessary
unnecessary
things.
things?
These unnecessary things, something like including your age, it doesn't matter. No one cares how old you are, how old you are not. What they care about is can you deliver quality? All right.
Mm,
Now, when you say your country, including your country, doesn't actually doesn't matter where you are. Now, in
okay.
fact, as a matter of fact, when you include your country, you are just part of the as freelancers because you are just helping whoever wants to stereotype you as a freelance, as a Nigerian freelancer, as an African, to do that with pleasure. So it doesn't matter. All that matters is you clearly stating, I can do this task you have. I am able to do this. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay. These are things that are very important in your gig. State what you are going to do, how you are going to do it. And then you can go ahead and show them why they should actually purchase that gig from you. Show them that you're an authority in that field. All right. Going ahead to state, I am a Nigerian freelancer and I've been doing this. I'm 30 years old, I'm 300. It doesn't really matter. All right. Like I said, when we started, I talked about a tomato. Now, actually, when someone comes to purchase a tomato from you, from your store, I don't think they ask you where you buy the tomato from. If you bought it from China or from Kaduna, they just want to get the tomato, and all they care about is this tomato quality, right? So these things are the things that you need to set aside as important, and these particular ones you don't need. You don't need your age, you don't need your country, you don't need it.
Mm, mm. Okay, so what are the very first steps you think someone who wants to venture into, freelance? What are the very first steps do they need to take, and how do you think that they can market themselves to attract more people?
Okay. Some of the first steps to take if you want to actually become a freelancer as a newbie is to go ahead and upskill. Like,
Okay.
make sure you have the skill because in the past few years there's been this rise of freelancers who actually they are lost. Okay, they don't know what they want to do. Now, when they do know what they want to do, they don't know how to do it. This is why courses, there are many courses online. This is why sourcing business, this is where it comes into play because you have mentors who are willing to teach you. Okay, now you want to be a content writer, you want to write, but you don't know the basics, you don't know how to go about it. Now, even if you do know how to go about it, you don't know that there are some ground rules. Okay, there are things that you actually need to become a professional writer. Now, to do this, you join platforms such as Sourcing Business. You go on LinkedIn and meet up with professionals. Once you meet like this, you're able to get better knowledge of what you need to do, how you need to do it, and then you can say, okay, fine, now I'm ready to be a freelancer. I can offer my services to people who are willing to get them from me.
Okay. That's great. That is great. All right. So, what's your advice to people who are trying to venture into freelancing? What would you say to them? What are the valuable things they need to know before they get into this freelancing space?
Um, One of the first thing I tell people is freelancing is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, it's not something you just get in and assume in the first 2 weeks you are going to be raking in millions. You'll be getting in $10,000 by the minute. Okay, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business, and like every other business, you are going to build. You are going to face disappointment. You are going to face setbacks, but you are building. You are upgrading. You have to work. It takes serious consistency and persistence. If you ask people like Mr. Femi how they've gotten to the level they are today, they can tell you stories of how far they've come, how they've faced so many trials, so many tribulations, so many issues, okay, coming up. But then you are building, you are working, you have a goal. You want to become one of the best in the field, you want to become a top freelancer. So you upskill, you work towards it, you meet up with people who have been there, you join platforms that are ready to help you, okay, and you understand that failure is part of the game. Okay, failure is a huge part of the game. As a matter of fact, you having your gig online doesn't mean someone is going to actually come and just buy it from you all of a sudden. Okay, that's the hard truth. You can have gigs set up weeks, no one contacts you. Of course, yeah, it actually means you are doing something wrong. That's the truth, and that's why you are here. That's why you have people to guide you, people to tell you that this is what you are doing wrong, this is what you need to do to get better, to get contacted, for people to purchase your gigs. Okay, so it's not something you just come in and assume, oh, as I'm entering freelancer, as I'm joining freelancing today, today is a 1st of September. I'm joining, okay, tomorrow, I'm joining tomorrow, 1st of September. By 15th of September, I should have 2 million naira in my account from freelancing. No, it's not MMM. It's not anything like that. You have to build, you have to expect to fail. Like really, you have to expect to fail because you will, right? The truth is you will fail, you will get rejections, but when you persist, eventually you will start earning that 2 million you projected to earn on the 15th of September. You will start earning it eventually, and when you start earning it, you'll find out that, oh, okay, I've come this far, I've done so and so things to get here. You will appreciate it. All right.
That's great. That's good. Let's see if we have questions lined up for us. Innocent, thank you for joining us today. Unskilled. So Fidelis is asking, I guess this question is for you, Chuka. He said, what's unskilled? Was there a time you mentioned a term like that?
Unskilled,
Unskilled.
I, I, I think he means upskill. I mentioned
Upskill, you mean?
upskilling.
Okay.
Upskilling, yeah. Upskilling is getting better at what you do. Okay, if you're a
Hmm.
carpenter, you want to become better, you want to have a better use of your hammer, you want to know the right nails to use. Bringing it down to content writing, you know how to write content, you want to know how to structure better, how to form sentences better, how to communicate, how to engage your audience, how to retain your audience, because retaining and engaging, they are two different things. Okay. Yeah, content writing sounds easy from the outside. You just see it as picking up a pen and just scribbling some things, but no, it doesn't work like that. So just like every other field in freelancing, upskilling is very important. If you're a graphic designer, yeah, okay, fine, you know how to touch up pictures, you know how to make them look good. Can you distort? Can you alter? Can you do things that make people go, oh wow, this is beautiful? Okay, because freelancing field is a vast field. There are a lot of people there who are really good, like they are very good. And you don't just come out and say, ah, okay, I can do 1 out of 10 things, I'm fine. No, 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 no. There are people who can do 9 out of 10. And you don't expect me as a buyer, if I want to buy, I'm going to go for the guy who can do 9 out of 10. This guy is good. Okay. So upskilling, I assume that's what he means. Upskilling means getting better, joining platform, joining sourcing business, joining places where you can get good knowledge of what you want to offer and really get better, upgrading. Okay, I think a better term is upgrading. Upgrade yourself. Okay.
Okay. I hope that has satisfied you, Fidelis. Okay. And okay, I guess it's about that we have today. That's all the questions we got lined up today. Let's see if we have some more. Um, okay, so Chuluka, this is it for us right here. Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence today. And
I think
it's
Thank
I
you
okay
need
very
to
to
have.
much,
start, right?
okay. It's a pleasure.
Okay, I think I can hear you as well. Chikuka, can I hear you? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
can you hear
Sorry.
me, Mr. Femi? I can hear you very well.
Okay, okay, are you there? Are you still there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Wow, okay. Okay. Thank you. I can see, let me check some of the feedbacks. Okay, I feel so happy to be here. Okay, I have issues writing gig. Okay, Oluwafumilayo, are you talking about writing gig on sourcing business? It's very simple to set up your gig on sourcing business. All you have to do is set up your account. Once you have set up your account, just go to your dashboard. You will see create job. You just see create job. Okay, you're not going to see gig. You see create job. So click on create job. Then you have opportunity to be able to detail out what you can do. You have opportunity to make use of as much as 10 images to communicate what you sell or what you can do. So it's actually we made it very easy for anybody to be able to use. All right, Ogie, are you back?
Yes, I'm here. I never left. Okay.
Okay, I
Chikuka,
can
thank
hear
you
you
so
now.
much for honoring us with your presence. I mean, it's been a great, an eye opener, and you've really taught us a lot about so many things. And of course, okay, Fidel says good explanation. Thank you for the explanation. All right, thank you so much for this. Glad that you were satisfied
All right.
with the response. All right, and we're back again next week
All right.
with another guest. And don't forget that on the yeah, our next tomorrow basically is the 1st of September. Yay, excited! All right, so we'll be having our uh, freelancers summit will be happening this September, so you want to join for that. We'll be having guests from all over the country, from Nigeria, from South Africa, from India, from Europe, America, and all of that. We'll be having guests, and they will be, sharing and talking to us about all things freelancing. And I invite you to join us. All right, it's going to be happening in September. My name is Oge Mark, and I thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, to have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Bye bye.
My name is Femi Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of Sourcing Business. Sourcing Business is an online platform where freelancers and employers of labor are able to connect. in order to exchange value. The platform gives freelancers opportunity to be able to create their gigs, showcasing what they can offer to organizations, the solutions they can provide, and especially services they can offer, virtually. Startups are actually looking for skilled professionals like these who are able to help them deliver their job, cheaper, who are able to help them deliver their job faster, and who are able to help them deliver their job with better quality. And these are the capabilities that you found in Freelancers. And so Sourcing Business provide a platform where such people are able to offer their gigs so that startups and small business owners around the world can be able to access them to be able to buy their services. On Sourcing Business, we'll